It's a full day event from 9 to 5. We will hear from current athletes, former athletes, people in the boardroom, from the press room, from the locker room, from the classroom, scholars, media personalities, who really are able to not only tell us the realities of what's going on, but the purpose of this symposium and why I'm encouraging people to attend is because I want this to be an action-oriented playbook for victory. Let's not just talk about what's happening. We all know what's happening in the world. We know what's happening in anti-Semitic events, whether it's going back to Tree of Life or just last week somebody beaten up very badly in Williamsburg. I don't know that we can stop that tomorrow, but what we can do is use sports as a catalyst for change, and we can change the dialogue. And that is going to be the focus to build some thought leadership that will come out of this. And I think it's a great opportunity to hear from some stellar personalities in the field. Sports infiltrates everywhere. It's all over the world, influences people. Unfortunately, it's also a vehicle in which many forms of racism and anti-Semitism exist, especially outside the United States, although there are now groups of extremists and hate groups that are attending games and inciting things. But in Europe specifically, and especially in soccer, there's a tremendous amount of racism and anti-Semitism. By the same token, sport is a vehicle for change. It's something that can affect change. And the idea of this symposium is not only to deal with the realities of what has happened and what is happening from the 1936 Olympics all the way to current state of affairs. Sports touches all of our lives. There's very few people who don't have an interest in sports, and even if they don't, it's a major topic in any medium: television, print, internet. Business people can make a difference. We can be fairly crass about it and say, well, you know, they can sponsor things and sponsor change, but businesses and business people influence. They're influencers and they're thinkers. And if you're a business person and you're sitting at a game and somebody next to you makes a remark that is anti-Semitic, that is gender biased, that is racist, then you have to speak up and say something. Say, you know, I don't want to be in this setting. We all know that business people congregate, golf outings, go to sporting events. This is a chance to speak up and be heard.